Michael Woods here for the Boxing Channel at the world-famous Gleason's Gym in Brooklyn. We're counting down to a big night of the fights at Barclays Center, Saturday night, June 14th, topped by the Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Provodnikov, taking on the challenge of a Long Islander, Chris Algieri, and underneath, Demetrius Andrade, defending his 154-pound crown against Brit. Brian Rose. HBO will televise. And we have a little media workout here, so let's hear what some of these principals had to say at Gleason's. Algieri is a boxer, and he's going to want to jab and move around the ring and try to frustrate you over 12 rounds to win the fight. Is that the kind of fighter that you like to fight?
Нет, я уже говорил, что это тот тип боксеров, который мне не очень нравится, с которыми боксировать. Но я привык уже с ними драться, так как я всю карьеру свою дерусь с боксерами, которые от меня стараются убежать. Поэтому я нормально к этому отношусь и готов всегда с ними драться.
No, I said before, it's not the type of style that I like to fight. You know, I'm a lot more favored to fight guys that are fighting me. You know, but I'm not against it because I've fought guys that run away from me all my life. You know, and I'm very used to it now, and I don't have a problem with fighting him.
Is there fear in your heart or in your gut? Are you just a good actor? What? Talk to me, Chris Algieri.
No, I mean, this is real. You know, I'm not fearful. You know, I'm a very confident person in general. But also, at the end of the day, after a good, strong training camp, if everything went the way it's supposed to, and it did this time, I'm even more confident. You know, my biggest fear comes before the camp. You know, when I first sign a fight, when I first hear about who I'm fighting, maybe the first time I see them fight, because I'm not ready yet. You know, I haven't put in the work, I haven't put in the training, the game plan isn't set, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. You know, fear lies in doubt. And if I don't know what's going to happen, you know, that's where there's fear. But with this, at this point of fight camp and everything is done, all the hard work's over, I feel like everything went great, I know what's going to happen, so the fear's not there anymore.
Winner of this fight, I think, real good shot to get in there with Manny Pacquiao. Is that correct? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. You know, I wouldn't like my two guys to fight each other, but you know, this is life. It's a very competitive sport, and so if Ruslan does win this fight, he could be fighting Pacquiao next. It's definitely a possibility. You know, I'd like to just sit home and watch that one on TV, but you know, I will be with Pacquiao because Pacquiao's my guy, and I wish Ruslan the best of luck if that fight happens. But right now we got Algieri in front of us. It's a must-win situation, and we're ready to go.
So I'd like to hear from you. What's this Brian Rose all about?
25-1. He goes by the Lion. You must be a tough guy to be 25-1 in the sport of boxing, especially as a professional. So, you know, I believe he's gonna come and he's gonna bring a tough fight. He's a tough fighter to be 25-1, but you know, it's Demetrius Andrade here. Been doing this since I was 6 years old. I see no trouble. He's stationary. He's gonna do the same thing over and over, and we're gonna play around, have fun in there, and do what we do best, and that's boxing.
What is different about you, and how do you beat Demetrius Andrade?
I've worked really hard. I've sacrificed a lot this camp. I always sacrifice so much, and I'm always super fit. The difference between me and Demetrius Andrade is the will to win. You know, I've got more will to win than him. He's a well-skilled fighter. There's no doubt about that. You know, he's a world champion. I've got a lot of respect for Demetrius Andrade, but I just don't think he's got the same grit and determination that I've got. I'm going to take him to a place that he's never been before Saturday night, and that's into a proper fight. I can assure you that. You know, we're going to see if Demetrius Andrade is all hype. We're going to see that Saturday night.
I'd like to get a sense of the stakes here, this being the first female fight at Barclays Center. So what are the stakes? What are you trying to accomplish on Saturday night?
It's really an honor to be able to fight on such a big card. It's nice to see that a door has finally been opened for females. But for me, it's more about proving that not only do we deserve to be there, but we deserve to be on TV. You know, I know HBO is going to be there, and my bout will be non-televised, but I'd like to do something and get someone's attention so that can change.
So you heard what the principals have to say. We're counting down to Saturday at Barclays Center and on HBO. In the main event, Ruslan Provodnikov take on Chris Algieri, and underneath, junior middleweight scrap, Demetrius Andrade against Brit. Brian Rose, everyone's saying that they're going to have their hand raised and get the W. So we have to see how it's going to play out. We thank you for joining us. I'm Michael Woods for the Boxing Channel.